This is a 9th age battle. This scrap wagon walks 4d6 and removes the lowest d6.
Okay.
Så inntil 18.
Inntil 18, ja.
Det er random movement, så den kan charge ganske langt. This is Orcs and Goblins versus Dread Elves. Encircle, so there's just 18 inches between the two front lines across the board. The objective is capture the flags, so we're trying to destroy the enemy's scoring units, as these two goblins and the 3 main blocks of Dread Elves. Dread Elves dropped all the units and get the first turn. They vanguard with fast cavalry, but the grotlings vanguarded first. On turn 1, in this encircle battle, the Dread Elves move forward full speed. The harpies, these are proxied harpies, move in front to lure out the fanatics. The 2 Reaper bolt throwers miss on the spear chukka, skewerer, and the fast cavalry miss all their shots against the grotlings. On Orc and Goblin turn 1, bottom of turn 1, the goblins and trolls and the general stay put. The random movement, the scrap wagons move forwards. I forgot to move the grotlings. That's no problem. These move forwards. And the goblin general gets off 1 spell, the flaming sword aura. On all the units within 6 have flaming and can reroll to wound. No, get +1 to wound and magical attacks. And now we're on to shooting. The goblin who don't have the flaming arrows are shooting at the harpies, the proxy for the harpies. The Orc and Goblins let loose their arrows, kill the harpies, and 11 executioners fall from the flaming arrows. The Cold One Riders take no casualties from the Doom Divers. But the executioners lose a couple of guys from the stone thrower. Now it's Dread Elf, top of turn 2. Let's see if we see any charges. The Dread Elves shoot 1 wound of the wrecking team, only 1 wound from the 2 bolt throwers. Den forsvinner uansett i min tur nå, så det er ingenting å si. The Cold One Knights charged 1 scrap wagon and killed it with their attacks. The light cavalry killed the other scrap wagon down to 1 wound, so it crumbled to pieces under their light lances. So they're reforming like this. On Orc and Goblin turn 2, charges. The giant charges the bolt thrower and manages an 8 charge on the dice. That is a 14 inches. This giant charges the Dread Elf Spearman. The wrecking team walks through the tower guards. The scrap wagon does not manage to charge the light cavalry, and the trolls fail a charge together with the hero on a Gnasher, because the Dread Knights flee. And they fail the redirect into the Corsairs, who also flee, and they flee 12. No fanatics go out, and there are 9 magic dice, and 6 to the D-spelt. The giant kills the bolt thrower, swinging with his club. The other giant tries to jump up and down, and kills 2 spearmen, but they're stubborn and stay and reform. So they're setting up a side charge with the tower guards, which will be dangerous for the giant. Dread Elves, turn 3. The Corsairs rally and try to shoot the giant. The tower guards charge the giant. The Cold One cavalry rally. The fast cavalry continue fleeing. On Dread Elf, turn 3. And the War Altar charges the skewerer.
Men det kan ha vært noen av de som holder på med sånn kunst og håndverk der inne, for de vet jo aldri med de damene jo.
The Dread Elf Prince killed the skewerer in one turn and overran into the Doom Diver, causing 45 goblins to flee off the map with an 8 leadership rerollable. The tower guards and spearmen reform towards the splatterer.
Det står ikke noe om at han ikke får spraya, eller noe om spray. Det står bare...
These Corsairs have rallied.
If it makes a charge,
the bolt thrower shoots 3 wounds off the giant. The Dread Elf altar overran into the Doom Diver, but was charged by a Gnasher hero. The Gnasher hero took 1 wound, so the altar and the hero has 1 wound left, but it broke the Gnasher hero and pursued it off of the table. The war machine was destroyed. The Cold War Knights killed the scrap wagon and almost all the grotlings. There's 1 of the swarm left with 2 wounds. The goblin archers released the fanatics and killed a couple of spearmen. The Gnasher wrecking team goes through both units and kills a lot. The giant kills the bolt thrower. And the general and BSB on Gnasher are left. Dread Elves, turn 4. On Dread Elf turn 4, the tower guards kill the stone thrower, and the Corsairs take 1 wound off the wrecking team, which is running amok. They reform to face there. The War Altar with the hero walks in onto the table and out of line of sight of the Gnashers. And the Cold One Riders kill off the last 2 wounds of the grotling swarm.
Okay. Da 6, da trenger jeg 4 for å treffe. Booster.
On Dread Elf turn 5, the War Altar charges the last Doom Diver and kills it in 1 turn. The other troops make ready for the final battle in the last round. On Orc and Goblin turn 4, they get off both spells, Flaming Swords on the goblins, but just on 1 unit, not as an aura. The general flies here, but he gets a miscast on the enveloping embers. He does kill about 10 spearmen, but he loses 2 wounds himself. The Doom Diver misses on the War Altar with 1 wound left. They move a Squig hero up here. And the fanatics are around, but they're awaiting charges from the Dread Elves now. On Orc and Goblin turn 5, the trolls fail their charge. They roll a 1 and a 2 against these. They move 2 forwards. One fanatic aims to hit the Gnasher general, who has 1 wound left. But he rolls double dice and strangles himself before he reaches the general and kills his own general. So he didn't kill him. After Orc and Goblin turn 5, they reform, get off enveloping embers on the Dread Elf unit with great swords. The trolls failed their charge, and the Dread Elf units are amassed around the Goblin archers who reformed to face the front charge. One Gnasher hero chaffs the War Altar, and the War Altar still survives after taking 2 fireballs. And the Gnasher hero who's facing the altar has a flaming sword. A fanatic went through the Goblin archers. On Dread Elf, turn 6, the Goblins are charged in the front and rear. They lose 18 Goblins, which I haven't removed yet. They're just outside of the general's leadership because they lose too many ranks behind, but they make their steadfast leadership 5, so they still stand. In the last battle, in the 6th round, we put the Cold One Knights on top because there were 5 goblins left. The giant killed the spearman here and overran into this combat, killing the last greatsword Dread Elves. Only the general stood left. So these 2 are gone. Only the general remained. The trolls were stupid and didn't do anything. And the Gnasher general and the Gnasher hero stand with 1 wound left. They made an inordinate amount of saves, also pinching the altar's 4+ ward save, the one Gnasher hero did, and they killed the hero on the altar. Orc and Goblins won by 1400 points.